now I gotta ride or die.
What's going on YouTube, just JK and welcome back to my channel for another GTA 5 video, and in today's video we're going to be customizing and reviewing the brand new Vapid Winky, which was released with the Cayo Perico Heist DLC. Now the name of this vehicle is hilarious. I don't know if the term Winky is universal, but in the UK, Winky is like a childish term for your dick, basically. And the fact that GTA and Rockstar have named a car the Winky, it brings out my childish side, and I just find that hilarious. But anyway, it's going to cost you $825,000, so it's very, very expensive for what it is, man. Hopefully we get some really good customizations for this, because driving this motherfucker over to the LS Customs, it is slow, really slow. So hopefully when we upgrade the engine in LS Customs, it actually makes it a lot quicker, because this is like painfully slow to drive. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, we're going to get it purchased, we're going to get it into LS Customs, and we're going to firstly see what sort of customizations we can do to it, and then after we've done that, we're going to come out, have a little drive, and I'll give you my personal opinion on how I feel it drives and if there's any improvements. Obviously it's not going to be really in depth, but I can give you a personal insight on how I feel about it and whether I think it's going to be worth purchasing or not. So you go, my dudes, as you pull into LS Customs, you'll see the Vapid Winky is obviously going to be in the off-road category. Now straight off the bat, as always, we're going to start with 100% body armor. Then we're going to go to the body work, so we can remove all stock kit, which is cool, so you can have it nice and clean, or you can have the recon kit or the supply. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go with the supply kit. Then we get option for the brakes, and we're going to go with the race brakes, the bull bars. So we get the Rhino bar, the primary Rhino, the single loop, the primary single loop. So basically the same sort of things multiplied, but different colour versions of them. And also we get added headlights as well, or added spotlights if you'd like to call them that. But there's some nice options here, man. It is really cool to see that we've got plenty of options. Hopefully it's going to justify spending that much money on this car. But I like the wide frame bar, so I'm going to go with that one. Then we get the bumpers. Front bumper, we've got the towing, the pole bumper, which is very strange looking. Then we get the survival kit with the axe in there. That looks pretty cool. The winch one, which is called trailer bumper. Then the crux bumper, the ridge bumper, and the shield bumper. The shield bumper looks cool, man, but also the ridge one looks good too. So out of these two, I think I'll go with shield bumper because there's a little bit more. No, actually, I don't know. No, I'm gonna go ridge bumper. I like how that sort of, like, I was gonna say the shield one because it's a little bit more streamlined, a little bit thinner, but I like the fact that the ridge bumper is a little bit wider and it covers over half of them wheels. I think it looks a lot nicer. So yeah, ridge bumper, I'm gonna go for the front option. For the rear, we get the trailer and also the shield. Does the shield match the ridge? It does actually, yeah, it's very close anyway. So we're going to go with the shield rear bumper. Then we get the engine option, and we're going to get the level 4 obviously, and then the exhaust. The exhaust at the moment is the same colour as the car, which is off-putting. Don't really like that, and it looks like we're only going to get tips, which we do. Damn, that's pretty shit. But the best one is the chrome exhaust in my opinion, so I'm going to go with that. Then we get the fenders. So we've got the blackout fenders, the ammo fenders, and the supply fenders. Then we've got an option for the grille, and we've got the Winky grille. There we go. Winky written across the grille. The billet, the Rhino, and the trailer. Sorry, the trail grille. The Rhino one is probably my favourite. Let's go with the Rhino grille. Then we've got headlight covers. So we've got the round ones, the inset, the visor, the blackout, the shield, and the trail. I thought the insets actually looked really good, so I'm going to go with them. Then we've got the hood, and we've got the Stinger hood, the dual vented, the Stinger vented, the power bulge, the off-road, and the wheel mount hood. Not a massive fan of the wheel mounted. The off-road kit actually looks really cool. I like that. So there's some really nice options actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. My favourite was actually the dual vented hood, so I'm going to go with that. We are going to go to the lights, and I'm going to purchase the Xeon headlights. So then we get livery options. Obviously they're all going to be camos, as you can see. Just going to slide through these real quick. Ooh, and we do get some locked ones. This livery can be unlocked for purchase via research in the bunker. So to unlock these liveries, we can't even get a preview of them. To unlock them, you're going to need to do research in the bunker. So if you haven't got a bunker and you want to unlock those liveries, you're going to have to buy a bunker. But there's loads of them, there's plenty of them to grab. But then we go down to the ones that are available. So I'm just going to skim through these again because they're all going to be camo. These are more like digital camo, but I'm not a massive fan of camo on cars, even if it is a military vehicle. But then we get something a little bit different, the Patriot and then the Star. The Star one actually looks really good. I like the look of that. And we get a camo version of the Star as well, which is cool. But I think it looks better without any of them, so I'm going to stay none for the livery. Then we're going to go to the respray. We're going to go primary colour. I think I'm going to go stay matte with this. I don't want to go over metallic, I don't think. Grab a quick look anyway. And to be honest, looking at all the other colours, because of the colour of the seats and also the supply kit and all that sort of stuff, I think any other colour looks kind of strange and it doesn't really go. Even like a black makes the rest of it look odd. So I'm not really massive fan of that. I mean, obviously I could go back to the bodywork and remove all the supplies, which would be, you know, look a lot nicer I suppose, but I want to keep them on there. So because I want to keep all the supplies on there for the bodywork option, I'm going to stay with the standard colour. So then we get an option for the roof. Surely we can't put a roof on this. No, we can't. But we do get a roof searchlight, which is cool. So I'm going to grab that. Hopefully they work. Suspension. Do we want to lower this though? It doesn't really lower all that much. And because the ride on the way down to LS Customs was very bouncy, I'm quite tempted to maybe lower it to the street. Maybe even just go lowered suspension, because street is a little bit too low. I'm going to go lower suspension, just hoping that it's going to iron out the handling on it a little bit more, because like I said, it's very bouncy on the way down here, and hopefully lowered suspension might correct that a little bit. Transmission, we are going to get the race transmission and obviously the turbo tuning. Now for the wheels, we are going to change these because I hate those wheels that are on there, and we're going to go wheel type. We're going to go with the off-road category, but we're going to go chrome I think, and I'm going to go with these mil-spec steely. Then we get an option for the tyres, the tyre design, so we can customise the tyres, which is cool, but I don't think it looks that great with tyre rating on these wheels personally. But I've just noticed it also changes the tyre tread, which is pretty cool. So if you don't like that tyre tread, you can also go and change it to the custom tyres. It doesn't just change the tread, it also gives you tyre lettering, which is cool for some people. If you like that sort of stuff, it's all good. But me personally, I'm not a massive fan of it, so I'm going to stay stock for the tyre design. Tyre enhancements, I'm going to grab the bulletproof tyres because you can never be too careful. And to finish off the build, there is no windows, obviously, except for the windscreen, and that doesn't tint anyway. So, that is it, my dudes. As you pull out of LS Customs, you'll see the Winky is actually looking quite nice. That light bar on the top actually looks a little bit out of place, but at least it's a working light. That is awesome. But it does look a little bit odd. It makes that front end a little bit taller than I think it really should look, but it looks cool either way. That exhaust definitely looks a lot nicer now. It's got that chrome tip on it. The wheels look really cool. So there are some really nice options for customization on this car, which is a must in my opinion, because if there wasn't options for many options for customization, this is a lot of money to spend on a car which is slow and has really bad customization. So at least it's got one of those things. It's got pretty good customization, which I can say. The engine upgrades have improved the acceleration and the speed a little bit, but nothing crazy. This is still really slow, like painfully slow. Handling is awful. It actually turns, the turning circle on it is abysmal, as you can see. The turning on it is really slow and unresponsive as well. So you definitely won't be purchasing this for races, and you definitely won't be purchasing it just to drive around LS Customs, just LS in general. You just won't be doing it. If you were to purchase this and just drive around the city, I'd think there's something wrong with you. Why the hell would you do that? Out of all the options for cars in this game, why would you spend nearly $900,000 on this, plus more for customization, just to drive around the city? It does make no sense. It's not going to get you anywhere fast, and yeah, it's a big waste of money in my opinion. Unless we're going to need one of these to complete the heist. I'm not really too sure yet because I haven't done the heist yet. But unless you're going to absolutely need one of these, I see no other reason to purchase it. It is just a waste of space in Warstock. And why Rockstar decided to add it? Well, yeah, I suppose they put it, you know, it's a new vehicle. They've put it into the new area, the Cayo Perico Island, for aesthetic reasons, I suppose, because it's very military and they're private islands, like a military-esque base. Obviously, it's not military, but it's, you know, they want to give that vibe off like it's ran by a cartel, which sort of like military operations, that sort of feel to it. So I can understand why it's been put here, but why have they put it on sale? And if they were going to put it on sale, why sell it for so much fucking money? Because the amount of money, what, 825,000 I think it was, is way too much for this. Yeah, it looks cool, but other than it looking cool, it serves no other purpose. It is slow, the handling is awful, so you're not going to be driving it around the city. And because it is slow, because it is painfully slow, you're 100% not going to be using it in any races. But that's just my opinion on it. Maybe you guys love it, but me personally, I don't. I think it's a waste of money, and I would steer clear from it. So if you're thinking about purchasing it, I'd strongly advise not purchasing it, and maybe putting your $825,000 into a vehicle which is actually capable of doing something. But yeah, like I said, it's just my opinion. You make your own minds up on what you want to do. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video there. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't already, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. And until next time, I'm out. Adios.